If your DPF warning light comes on, do not just clear the code and keep driving. The light is not the real problem. It is warning you that the diesel particulate filter is getting restricted, regeneration has failed, or another engine problem is causing too much soot. Sometimes a simple regeneration drive can clear a mild soot buildup, but if the DPF is already badly blocked, forcing the car to keep driving can increase exhaust back pressure, overheat the system, damage the turbo, and turn a small problem into a very expensive repair. So in this video, I'll show you how to diagnose the DPF warning light in the right order, how to check whether regeneration is safe, how to fix the common causes, and how to reset the warning light properly after the problem is fixed. The key rule is simple. Fix the cause first, then reset the light. What is the DPF system? The DPF, or diesel particulate filter, is part of the exhaust system on modern diesel vehicles. Its job is to trap soot and carbon particles before they leave the tailpipe. Over time, soot builds up inside the filter. To clean itself, the car performs a process called regeneration. During regeneration, exhaust temperature rises high enough to burn soot into ash. But here's the important difference. Soot can often be burned off, but ash cannot be removed by normal regeneration. Ash builds up over time from oil additives and long-term use. If the DPF is ash-loaded, melted, cracked, or physically damaged, a highway drive will not fix it. Why the DPF warning light comes? The DPF light can come on because of short-distance driving, low-speed city driving, failed regeneration, high soot load, ash accumulation, a faulty DPF differential pressure sensor, blocked pressure sensor hoses, exhaust temperature sensor faults, EGR problems, injector problems, turbo or boost faults, clogged air filter, wrong oil, poor fuel quality, or engine faults that create too much soot. So do not assume the filter is the only problem. Many DPF issues are caused by something upstream. Step 1. Check how serious the warning is before doing anything. Look at what the car is doing. If the DPF light is on but the car still drives normally, you may be dealing with mild soot buildup. If the DPF light is flashing, the check engine light is also on, the car is in limp mode, power is very low, the engine is overheating, or there is a strong burning smell, do not keep forcing the car. Scan it first. If the car has severe power loss, struggles to rev, or feels blocked at higher RPM, the DPF may be heavily restricted. Step 2. Scan the vehicle before clearing codes. Plug an OBD2 scanner into the diagnostic port under the dashboard. Turn the ignition on and read the codes from the engine module. Do not clear anything yet. Write the codes down or take a picture. Common DPF related codes include P2002, DPF efficiency below threshold, P242F DPF restriction or ash accumulation, P2463 DPF soot accumulation, P2452/P2453 DPF differential pressure sensor circuit or range problem, P2458 regeneration duration problem, P244A/P244B DPF differential pressure too low or too high, P2031/P2032/P2033 exhaust gas temperature sensor faults. Also look for related codes like P0401 or P0402 for EGR problems, P0299 for turbo underboost, P0300 to P0308 for misfires, P0670 or P0671 to P0678 for glow plug faults on some diesels, and fuel system codes that may increase soot. If your scanner can show live data, check soot load, ash load if available, DPF differential pressure, exhaust temperature sensor readings, and regeneration status. Step 3. Check whether regeneration is safe before trying a regeneration drive. Check these basics. Make sure the fuel tank is not too low. Many vehicles will not start regeneration if the fuel level is low. Check the engine temperature. The engine must reach normal operating temperature. If the thermostat is stuck open and the engine stays too cold, regeneration may not complete. Check the engine oil level. Pull the dipstick. If the the oil level is too high or smells like diesel, stop. Repeated failed regenerations can dilute engine oil with fuel, and forcing more regeneration can damage the engine. Check for active engine faults. If there are faults with injectors, EGR, turbo boost, exhaust temperature sensors, glow plugs, or DPF pressure sensors, the car may refuse regeneration or fail it again. Step 4. Try a safe regeneration drive. Only do this if the vehicle is not overheating, not in severe limp mode, and has no serious active faults. Drive on a highway or open road where you can maintain steady speed safely. Follow your owner's manual, but a common method is to drive for about 20 to 30 minutes at steady speed, keeping the engine around 2,000 to 2,500 revolutions per minute if possible. You may need to use a lower gear to keep the RPM steady without speeding. Do not stop and start repeatedly. Do not turn the engine off in the middle of regeneration if you can avoid it. During regeneration, you may notice a hotter exhaust smell, higher idle, cooling fans running, or slightly different engine sound. That can be normal. After the drive, check if the light goes off. If it does, scan the vehicle again and check whether the soot load or DPF pressure has dropped. If the light stays on or comes back quickly, do not keep repeating highway drives. You need deeper diagnosis. Step 5. Check the DPF pressure sensor and hoses. The DPF system usually uses a differential pressure sensor to measure pressure before and after the filter. If pressure is too high, the computer sees the DPF as restricted, open the hood, and locate the DPF pressure sensor. It often has two small rubber or silicone hoses connected to it. With the engine off and cool, inspect the hoses. Look for cracks, melting, blockage, loose connections, or soot buildup inside the hoses. If a hose is split, disconnected, melted, or blocked, the sensor may give false readings and trigger a DPF warning light. Also inspect the sensor connector, unplug it, and check for corrosion, moisture, or damaged pins. Clean the connector with electrical contact cleaner, let it dry, then reconnect it firmly. Do not blow high pressure air into the sensor itself because you can damage it. Step 6. Check the air and fuel problems that cause soot. If the DPF keeps clogging, find out why the engine is making too much soot. Start with the air filter, open the air box and remove the filter. If it is dark, clogged, oily, or full of debris, replace it. A restricted air filter can cause poor combustion and more soot. Check the intake hoses and intercooler pipes. Look for split hoses, loose clamps, or boost leaks. A boost leak can make the engine run smoky and weak. Check for EGR problems. A stuck EGR valve can increase soot and prevent clean combustion. Check fuel injector symptoms. Bad injectors can cause black smoke, rough idle, poor fuel economy, diesel knock, and high soot load. If your car has a turbo underboost code like P0299, fix that before blaming the DPF. Low boost means the engine may not get enough air, which creates more soot. Step 7. Use forced regeneration only when appropriate. If a normal regeneration drive does not work, forced regeneration may be needed. This is done with a professional scan tool. Forced regeneration should only be done when the vehicle is parked in a safe open area, away from dry grass, leaves, flammable materials, or enclosed spaces. Exhaust temperatures get extremely high. Before forced regeneration, make sure the oil level is safe, fuel level is sufficient, cooling fans work, there are no fuel leaks, and there are no active temperature sensor or pressure sensor faults. Do not force regeneration if the soot load is too high, the DPF is physically damaged, the exhaust is leaking badly, or the car is in severe limp mode. In those cases, the DPF may need professional cleaning or replacement. Step 8. Clean or replace the DPF. If the DPF is still restricted after proper diagnosis, it may need professional cleaning. Professional DPF cleaning removes soot and ash using special equipment. This is different from normal regeneration, which only burns soot. If the filter is melted, cracked, broken inside, or fully blocked, cleaning may not work. Replacement may be the only proper repair. DPF cleaner additives may help only with very mild soot buildup. They will not fix a melted filter, cracked filter, heavy ash load, broken pressure sensor, bad injector, EGR fault, fault or turbo problem. Step 9. Reset the DPF warning light properly. After the cause is fixed and regeneration or cleaning is complete, now you can reset the warning light, connect the scanner, clear the stored fault codes. If your scan tool has a DPF service menu, follow the correct reset function. Some vehicles require you to reset learned DPF values, ash values, or tell the computer a new DPF has been installed. Do not reset ash or replacement values unless the DPF was actually cleaned or replaced. Start the engine and check that the light stays off. Then test drive the vehicle and rescan it. Make sure the codes do not return and the differential pressure or soot readings are in a normal range. Do not rely on disconnecting the battery to reset a DPF light. It may not clear the fault properly and it can reset other vehicle systems. The proper method is to fix the cause and clear the codes with a scanner. Step 10. Prevent the DPF light from coming back. To prevent future DPF problems, avoid only doing short trips in a diesel. Take the car on longer drives regularly so the exhaust can reach regeneration temperature. Use the correct low ash engine oil required for DPF equipped vehicles. The wrong oil can increase ash buildup. Replace the air filter and fuel filter on time. Fix injector, EGR, turbo, and glow plug problems early. Do not ignore black smoke, rough idle, poor acceleration, or fuel economy problems, because those issues can clog the DPF faster. The biggest mistake you could make is clearing the DPF warning light without fixing the cause. A reset does not remove soot, ash, back pressure, sensor faults, injector problems, EGR problems, turbo faults, or failed regeneration conditions. The correct order is simple. Scan the codes, check soot load and pressure, make sure regeneration is safe, fix the cause, regenerate or clean the DPF, then clear the codes and verify the repair. That is how you fix and reset the DPF warning light the right way. If this video helped, like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Also, watch this next video on bad EGR valve versus bad catalytic converter symptoms, because EGR problems, exhaust restriction, and emissions faults can feel very similar, and that video will help you tell whether your power loss is coming from the EGR system, the catalytic converter, or another exhaust problem before you replace the wrong part.